What is happening, gamers? Dirty Daz Gamer here, coming at you from the future. When I recorded this video, I didn't realize that my mic was muted, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover for this video, which I haven't done yet, so it should be interesting. This is pretty much just me assembling the engine, so I'm just going to explain a few things about it and try to give you guys, to the best of my knowledge, what I know. But thanks for coming by, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah, enjoy the video. Alright, so I forgot to record the part where I put together the bottom end, on top of not recording my mic for the first clip, but so I already have the crankshaft in, the pistons, obviously the main bearing caps on the crankshaft, and right here in the video it looks like I'm explaining about tightening things from the middle out. Anything really with a gasket on it should be tightened from the middle out. So as you can see, the guy's hands on the screen, if you were to put your hands at either edge of the piece of paper and swipe them in, it'll obviously crumple the paper, but if you put your hands from the middle and swipe to the outer edges, then it's going to flatten the paper out nice and smooth. So a similar idea with head gasket, or really anything that's got more than, say, 4 bolts. So now, you can see me taking the camshaft and throwing it into the block. This is a cam and block type of engine, it would be called. Most cars nowadays will have overhead cams over a cam and block. It's just more efficient and easier to maintain. So yeah, you can see me putting it in here. Alright, so you can see that fancy little shaft here I'm picking up. It's called the rocker shaft. So the camshaft in the block is going to be pushing the push rods, which are going to be pushing the arms there on that shaft, and in turn we'll be opening the valves, which is what I'm pointing at in the video. Alright, so my gear that you just saw me finally find, that is the camshaft gear. It's usually twice the size of the crankshaft gear because the camshaft is normally spinning at half the speed of the crankshaft. Timing is very, very key when you're putting together an engine. If you don't line it up properly, it just won't run, or it won't run properly if you're off by too many teeth. So right here you can see me lining up the 2 timing marks, which are the 2 little marks. So you can see the one that's right now at 12 o'clock on the gear that I'm spinning. That's got to be lined up with the one that's about, what would you say that is, 10 o'clock on the crankshaft gear. So I lined it up once, but wasn't happy with the lineup, so I spun it one more time because, yeah, why not? Wanted to make sure it was lined up perfectly. So as you can see, I'm putting the timing cover on. This particular engine obviously covers the timing chain and the crankshaft and camshaft gear from the elements, as well as helping keep the oil in there to lubricate it. But on this particular one, it also contains the mounting point for the water pump, which is interesting. Alright, now you can see I'm attempting to mount the alternator on the wrong side. Basically the alternator is spun by a belt that's driven by the crankshaft and just charges the battery while the car is running. And on goes the water pump. Alright, so at this point in the video I'm putting on the water pump pulley and the crankshaft pulley. The alternator already has a pulley on it. Basically the pulleys are just designed to be driven by a belt. With the right amount of tension, the belts grab the pulleys and the momentum from the crankshaft spins said pulleys. Alright, so this is kind of a more controversial part of the engine. Not controversial, but the engine plate, start calling it here, it's usually just a buffer between the engine and transmission bell housing. Well, a lot of engines don't have this. They might have a dust cover for if there's a clutch or something like that, but most of the time there's not really like an engine plate like that. Even sometimes in this game I've left it off the car and nothing happens, still runs the same. So just a little bit of maybe something that's kind of over-engineered. And that frisbee looking thing that I just put on it is the flywheel. The flywheel is bolted directly to the crankshaft and is basically the friction surface for the clutch to grab onto when it would be engaged. So foot off the clutch. So it turns out in this game you actually have to put the clutch and pressure plate together on the bench, which I didn't know. So basically the clutch plate sits sandwiched between the flywheel and the pressure plate, and I think in a second here my mouse will point at them, but you can see right in the middle there's all those little teeth. Yeah, there, now I'm pointing at them. There's all those little teeth, and basically the clutch release bearing will push against those teeth and actually pull the pressure plate away from the clutch. So when you're pushing the pedal, it's pushing the applying hydraulic pressure to those teeth and pulling the plate back away from the clutch plate, and then that allows it to spin freely, thus giving you the disengaged position, which would be with the clutch pedal all the way to the floor. Alright, that brings us to the end of the video. So that's just basically the timing components, as well as the serpentine belt assembly and the clutch. So next video we'll be doing getting more into timing and top end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.